I'd like to start by thanking everybody who has helped me to get this pamphlet actually into existence, and also the people who've come here especially this evening to hear me read from it at this launch. So I very much appreciate that there have been many people, especially Neil, who have made this possible. Please do have a look at the pamphlet on the book table. I'm plugging it shamelessly. I'm raising money for the Foundation for Victims of Torture, for their writing groups, which help people who have been through the worst that you can possibly imagine to heal through various kinds of therapeutic activities, one of which is writing. So, I make no apology for saying, please do buy one, please do buy several, because the money is going to go to something that all of us will appreciate is a really important cause to support. I also hope you will enjoy the poetry as well. The first poem that I'm going to read perhaps illustrates why this particular group is something that I'm choosing to raise money for. And it's called A Flask of Wine, A Book of Verse and Thou. And it's set in the Last Word Cafe at the British Library. In a corner, a young French woman is teaching French to a young Iranian. He, in his turn, is teaching her Persian. English is the language they share for this transaction. "And why do you want to learn French?" she asks him. "Because I love French cinema and art. One day I hope to live in Paris." They're waiting for the performance of the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam in Persian and English. And so are we, in another corner, where I'm speaking Brick Lane Cockney to my American husband, two nations divided by a common language. Both his names are Dutch. My father's surname is Huguenot, from the exiled weavers of Spitalfield, and my mother's maiden name is Lenehan. In the global village, commonality usually means Coca-Cola, and diversity means danger. But here, held in this edge of glass, our shared and different languages weave a map of poetry, flung out, bright and hopeful, against the winter sky. Now, apart from the wonder of poetry, which is very much reflected in my pamphlet, music, very important to me, very important to my family. We have various musicians in my family. So the next one is for the musicians and the music lovers. And for my sister. On the bus in Barnet, with my sister and a man who says he's Bob Dylan. His American accent is unconvincing. He sings us a Dylan song, but he seems uncertain of some of the words. He holds out his hands to us to show us the calluses from a lifetime of playing guitars. Our brother is a musician, so we recognise the calluses. Neither of them has a harmonica. The real Bob Dylan, if there is one, is sulking somewhere in silence after having been awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature. The Swedish Academy, they're also sulking. Its members expected more enthusiasm for their bold decision. Social media and the newspapers are buzzing. Should song lyrics ever be classed as literature? Even lyrics as brilliant as these? Meanwhile, we're all on the bus, not sulking, but celebrating and singing, or trying to, because it doesn't matter who you are and whether you know all the words or not. Don't think twice, it's all right. Now, the next one also continues the musical theme, but takes us back somewhat. This is Mark Bolan at the Edmonton Sundown, 1973. This is for the Andromeda years and all those who shared them with me, several of whom are here tonight, which they didn't know they were going to be in a poem. Watching Mark Bolan on Top of the Pops 2, all pouts and curls and excess of glitter, I remember lusting after him at the Edmonton Sundown back in 1973 and writing a cutting-edge piece about him for Gold Seal, our subversive underground magazine, edited and romeoed by Don Tyler in Pete Stone's bedroom. Mark died soon after that, his car smashed into a tree, which fans still adorn with flowers and feather boas. Don, ponytailed anarchist, he's dead now, cancer, while Pete is a trim, elegantly white-haired, successful businessman. Me, I'm a fat old teacher with Grey Street hippie long hair, a bad back, a wonky hip, and I've cataracts in both eyes. Aging, it's a car crash in slow motion. Can't wait to hit that tree. Now, a poem that's about car crash and hitting trees, metaphorically. Taste. From the sweet, essential taste of mother's milk, from the solid comfort of homemade rock cakes, from the melting delight of chocolate coins carefully unwrapped from gold foil each and every Christmas, to the lukewarm, burnt, plastic cup-tainted coffee from hospital machines, to the last cold, unbearable kiss, to the funeral ham sandwich sticking to the roof of a silenced mouth. Now, all we both can taste is dust. I'm going to finish with the pamphlet's title poem, which is Dancing in Blue Flip-Flops. It makes reference to Princess and the Pea, which is the fairy story by Hans Christian Andersen, which I expect many of you know, where the authenticity of the princess could only be established when she was able to remain bruised and sleepless by a single pea placed under 12 mattresses in 12 feather beds. Dancing in blue flip-flops. This summer, the young girls, and some of the older women too, are wearing flip-flops, fashion flip-flops, in pink, white, silver, some even sequined, and their toenails are painted bright as beads. My old flip-flops, back at home, are of blue rubber and get worn on the beach or in the garden. They cut between my toes, for I am the princess and the pea, and I can't sleep at night. This summer, the young girls, and some of the older women too, are wearing bare midriffs, some smooth and soft, others taut, tanned, some are jewelled, all flashing out from under short, tight t-shirts. My belly is too soft, too old for wearing, and my navel too deep for piercing, I wear fat to protect me from the world, for I am the princess and the king, and my skin blooms with bruises. My mother wore her bones on the surface and her nerves on the edge. She broke and bled her way through life, swathed in lilac and soft linen. She never slept at night. When I scatter her ashes, I will wear sensible sandals and beige, bandaged against loss. But somewhere in my dreams, we'll both be dancing. I'll be wearing my blue flip-flops, and they won't hurt a bit.